Hi all, this is Kirti here, and today's question is um, what would you choose, a double salary package or learning? So, the straight answer to this question is learning, of course, because for creation of wealth, learning is the first step. And once you are that position where you have good knowledge about the industry or the maybe functionally, technically, or process wise, or anything what you pursue or you dream for in your future, if you're good at it, lucrative jobs and salary is inevitable. So definitely it would be learning, but that is just one aspect of it. That is a straight question, straight answer. But if there was a situation in your current organization, when you were for years and you were not paid your dues, and you were like, you've been asking for a role change or promotion from years to come, but your management was not listening to it, maybe because of policy or maybe because they did not intend to, and then once you resign and then they try and retain you and stop you, that should not be the breaking point, because then it is going to happen in future as well. So that's my way of thinking and my perspective. So a good company should not always give you what you deserve when you resign. They should it should be part of the process, your self learning, your self growth, your increments. It should be part of the self growth is what I feel. So for me, I've always believed in choosing learning over any other thing, and I had been in my previous organization for 11 years, and for this organization also I am looking for a good stable career. But yes, but there are various other factors associated with not only learning, but let's say, suppose if somebody is financially in dire need of money, they need to support their family, and they already had their head of learning during their initial formative career for around 10-12 years, then they can choose salary for a period of time. I'm sure every job has learning associated to it. There is no job called without learning. But then, yeah, definitely it's an individual decision, and one cannot be judged based on that. Thank you very much.
Hi Sunan, this week question is really mind blowing, and for this question, my answer would be, first question to the interviewer from my side is that, what do you mean by learning? Okay, so for a true Scrum Master, learning doesn't rely on a small scope. Learning doesn't rely on product backlog item or a project or the one specific program, or within 4 to 5 team members, not 4 to 5 as per a Scrum guide, not only 10 team members. Okay, it is not, it is more than that, I believe. So we cannot say that there won't be much learning and here will be much learning. Okay, so in that case, if you take an example as a king or queen, their area is more wider than anything else, correct? They cannot say that this HR part alone I will take care of, or otherwise finance part alone I will take care. No, not like that. A similar way, Scrum Master, for a Scrum Master, they are not only going to concentrate on tracking the Jira or tracking the product backlog or within the team. Our main role is like empowering the team. So that way we can learn more and more, not only on the project, again more than that. So apart from the project, we are having many learning things out of the scope from the organization, how they are approach and how they are handling the situation, how we can motivate the people. Those things are all also coming under learning, how king and queen. So for that, we have to develop our skills. So again, same example, king and queen want to enhance their skill set in all these things. They might be learning so many different things. They cannot say that this particular skill set won't be thriving, or particular organization, particular department won't get thrive, so I can't learn that, I cannot switch over that, I cannot concentrate on that. They cannot say, right? Instead they will develop their talent. The similar way, that organization won't be thriving much. If we found like that, definitely I think that could be the place for me to work. Why? Because when Henry Ford start his car company, he doesn't know, right, how he will thrive in future. Similarly for Elon Musk, similarly for Tata Consultancy Services, or every organization, when they start or when they progress, in between as well, they may have so many ups and downs. So we cannot predict that this organization may not thrive in future or may not thrive at this point. If they are not thriving, then also my option will be there only. Why? Because as a Scrum Master, I have to look at the option how I can empower that. Correct. So empower, servant leadership is literally empower. It is not only relying on just product backlog or increase the scope of the product. We are working for the organization as well. So I will try to empower that organization. That is the first thing. And also, so for that, what and all skills I need, I can develop. I don't think learning is completely just within the project or within that particular scope. No, for a Scrum Master, it is more than that. Like how Queen and King are having more department to view, not only like product backlog. So similarly, I'm having so many departments to learn. It doesn't mean that I can learn on only one thing. So learning is more bigger than what we think. And also, okay, of course we are learning in this organization. So when we will reap the benefit, if you're just simply learning and we are learning, when will we reap the benefits? We need to have some value, right? We are doing some project, we are doing some sprint. At the end of each and every sprint, we are delivering some values, right? In the similar way, if you are learning something, we have to get the values that will literally motivates us to learn more. If I'm learning, I'm not getting anything, then definitely it won't help us. It will definitely demotivate us. So in that case, wherever we are, we don't learn anything. It's up to the mindset, I believe. So that is the one thing. And moreover, see, say for an example, I'm having a tree. Okay, I'm pouring water to get it grow, and again I'm trying to have some fertilizers to make it grow. And after that, I'm supporting the tree with some stick to balance, and so many things I'm doing. At one stage, the tree is bringing some fruits to me. That time I have to wisely market it. Otherwise, what is the purpose? The tree grown very well and it gives the desired fruits or vegetables or something else. If I'm not marketing it, what is the purpose of the tree? Why should we have to keep fertilizers, and why should we have to market it? So everyone's life is have some purpose, right? So for that purpose, yeah, I think this switch is really essential. And also, learning is really mandatory. I didn't say that is not the thing, but as per me, learning is not only on the single scope. If we want to learn, we can learn wherever we are, whenever we are, however the situation. So that could be one case. And also, for this learning as well, we need some kind of investment to do some certifications or something else. So in that case, we are really needy on the money, financial stuff as well. And we do have family, and we do have bills to pay, we do have debts to pay. So to balance all this, after all this only, I can concentrate on my learning. If I'm struggling over here, my learning curve will be like this, vertically down. Okay, so to balance all this, to accommodate all this, salary is also an important stuff. I will try to get into that organization, and I will try to keep the team members more energetic, and I will learn from them, and I will make them to learn more, and I will empower the team and the organization. So for that, what and all skills I need to make the organization thrive more and more, what and all skills I need, I will learn that. I don't want to completely have me in a small circle. Okay, so I want to have some more different areas. I want to gain more knowledge in different areas, how the legends are doing. So the similar way I can approach this issue. So learning plus income or salary, both can make this. How a family is having both husband and wife. Without wife, a husband cannot say that oh wow, without you I can able to run the family. No, we cannot say like that. Similarly, just with learning, I can able to sustain. If you are proposing like that, then no one don't want to work. Everyone can simply do some kind of volunteering works and all, right? So both are really needed to make this learning. Money is essential, so money is priority as well. So we cannot say that because of learning lag I'm not able to join that organization. Okay, I will try instead. I will try what makes this organization to grow, and I will learn that one over there, not only on Scrum or something else. Okay, so true leader, I believe they will thrive wherever they are. So I believe on this strategy. So I will definitely switch into that organization.
Hello everyone, today's topic is you got an opportunity from an organization which offering you double salary than the current one in which you are working right now, and you got to know that there is no learning opportunity in that particular organization, but in your current organization you have lots of opportunity for learning new things, and your leadership and the supervisor also told that they are looking for some better role for you. So in that case, what will you do? My direct answer will be that I won't accept the offer from the organization which are offering me double package, because there is one reason is that there is no learning opportunity I'll get. Learning opportunity, if I have a proper knowledge, if I have proper experience, then definitely if I go outside and give interview, I'll get many offer like that. It's not that just the one company is offering me, and if I reject that one, I'll not get any other offer. So knowledge comes first. If you gather proper, our Scrum guide also says that knowledge comes from the experience. So only the bookish knowledge is not enough for the Scrum Master. You have to experience the thing, all the issues or impediments the Scrum Master might face in the individual level or the team level, or it might be the organization level, and when you are gathering all this knowledge, and automatically you will build up a more confidence within you, and with that confidence you can definitely crack any interview which can offer you much better salary. So my preference always will be with the learning part rather than the money part. So that's my point of view. Thank you.
Hi all, good morning. Today's question is with respect to money versus learning. The scenario what is shared is faced by most of us when we are switching the company. It is like we have received offer from new organization with the double package, and from our friend circle or from any reference we know that there is less scope for learning in the new organization where we are going to join, and the old company, the project manager or the stakeholders is requesting to retain back and have assured and promised to change the role or give the same package what is offered by the new company. So how we are going to deal in such situation, or how we are going to make a move is the concern here. So there can be couple of reasons why an individual is trying to switch the company or change the role. It is not only salary always, but an individual also will be looking for the work culture or career progression what they are looking forward, and few who are working in the startup companies may also like trying to switch the company for the brand purpose and the lack of support in the team, like people will not be so supportive for them. So all these are the few reasons why an individual will try to switch the company. I am okay to compromise with earning if I am having a chance to improve my learning part and enhance my skills. But for any reason after dropping the paper, if the management or the concerned team is approaching me for renegotiation with the package, or they're assuring to give the role what I'm looking forward, then I'm okay to retain keeping the learning factor in the consideration. But if they are trying to reach out me when my last working day is near, I mean to say whether it is 10-15 days before, then I have to think why that decision is like brought out now rather than the initial days. It can be because the dependencies what we have created is not fulfilled, or it can be like they have not found the resource to replace our position, or there can be any internal reasons why they are approaching in the last days of our last working day. So at that point of the time, definitely I will have to think whether to retain or to step out, because it is not a good sign if they are approaching us in the last days. With respect to the second part, that is the new organization is offering more but the learning opportunity is very less. So for this, I can't rely upon the person or an individual who is making the comment that there is less scope for learning, because it can be from his own perspective what he is facing in his team or organization. So to ensure that, I will try to do an assessment like using the Glassdoor or any other platforms. So we need to check the reviews, or we need to find out if that is genuine or not. So based on that, if we feel that there is no much scope for learning, then we can always try to with the other offers and have a counter offer in our hand, so that we can make a decision. And how to decide on the multiple offers is actually like is already discussed by Sunand. As I said before, I'm okay to compromise with my earning if I'm getting a good learning opportunity, but that is limited only to some extent. Why I'm sharing this is because, as per my experience, the longer you try to stay in one company, it may be difficult to market ourselves outside in the emerging business competition. What I see, so we might be superstar or star performer in our own team, but when we move out of the team, we will know exactly where we are standing in the outside environment. So based on the situation, based on your priorities and the benefits, as Sunand has discussed, so we have to make a wise decision, so that we are getting what we are looking forward with respect to our career, or it can be in terms of uh, package or any other benefit.
Hi, for today's question, just paraphrasing it in terms of learning, the current place where I am currently working on or working in, I am getting good learning opportunities, and however, the compensation is not as high as I would like or as I expect, versus an opportunity outside, in another organization where maybe the compensation is very high or maybe more than what I expect. However, learning opportunities is not there. Let's approach the response from two sides first, and then we'll come back to the response for this particular question. First, the opportunities in my current organization is good. They are maybe huge. However, the pay package is not as expected. The first thing is acknowledge that learning opportunities are very high, because it has its own merits, and in a long term perspective, it would help me a lot, because that is what really matters at the core of it. Next, now after we have acknowledged what all things matter to me in terms of learnings, try and have multiple discussions with the management, maybe at different levels, because all these things I have experienced that they help in increasing that pay package gradually, and not in a one go kind of a thing, but it does help certainly. So discussions and negotiations should happen more often, because learning, which is very significant, learning is there. Now, while my contribution to my work day in and day out is required and it's happening, the pay package is also an important thing that should be considered, right? So I believe those negotiation and discussions should continuously happening until maybe they acknowledge, or until they say, okay, no, it cannot be done. Either it's a gray area where there is a scope, or they firmly says no, this cannot be done. So that's the point where we have to go. Multiple negotiation, multiple discussion rounds have happened at different management levels, but the discussions are not going um, towards a point where they are agreeing that they would increase, or they are not even saying that they might even consider in about 6 months or maybe 2 quarters, something like that. If that's not happening, then of course last option for me would be to step out. Despite the learning opportunities, I would have to look out and start searching for that. In that case, um, whenever down the line, whenever I put up my papers and say, okay, I am about to step out, they would understand the reason as well. So it would be mutually uh, respectful for both the sides to smoothen out the process and not have any negative vibes within that whole duration. So it certainly helps in that matter. Um, Moving towards the second part of the response, like I have an offer which is very high paying, more than what I expect, and learning opportunities are not there. Let's take a step back first. Uh, while I'm going through the interview process, it is very normal, it is very general in terms of process that I would have 1 to 2 rounds of technical or functional rounds, and then maybe one round, last round, if I can say that, would be with the HR, wherein after I've crossed or after I have been selected, they might give me an offer. Now the question is, did we even ask enough questions in the first few rounds of technical and functional, wherein after giving good responses, I should I should have asked them, what are my learning opportunities? What's the career ladder going to be? What's the framework that you work on? Um, what's the next growth opportunity that I can expect? These are my aspirations. Do you think your organization would be able to help me or not? And I believe generally or majority of the times we do get a straight answers like, this is what we are working on, these would be the challenges that you would have to overcome and you would have to work on, this is the scenarios, these are the situations. So based on all that, even while before we go to the HR round, wherein we are given a compensation, a particular offer, we would know what kind of learning opportunities are there. If there are no learning opportunities, in case there are no learning opportunities, my question is, or my thought is, why would you even go and seek an offer? Because that would be an incorrect, because now the organization is expecting from you to come on board and join their organization, while on your side you are wasting your time by thinking and going round and round that there are no learning opportunities. Would I should I go there? Would I accept their offer? Would I not do? What would I do? So I believe in that sense it's an incorrect thing to do. If the learning opportunities are not aligning with what I expect or what I want, I myself have done that I have skipped those organizations altogether and taken a different step in a different direction basically. So that's what I would have done. Now the thought, even with no learning opportunities, um, even with my aspirations and thoughts not aligning, would I still consider that? Sometimes people might, and sometimes even I can consider that because of the financial constraints, or maybe some kind of saturation point, whatever number of reasons a person might have. But there are number of reasons to consider that as well. So considering both these things, coming back to the question, uh, an offer, high paying offer with no learning opportunities, or the learning opportunity that I'm getting right now but with a less pay package. The way I would consider that is, of course learning has to be prioritized here, but we have to narrow it down. What constitutes as learning for me? Maybe a certain framework constitutes. So let's say I'm working on Scrum, but I want to move to Safe. Maybe I am working on Scrum, but the other organization is working on XP. Sometimes domain also is a constraint. Like I am working in telecom, but I don't want to go to BFSI. that's not a learning opportunity that I would go for. So all these things have to be considered, and then a decision has to be taken on a case to case basis. I do not believe that any new organization, whatever it is, they would not give any learning opportunities. Definitely, there would be situations wherein there would be challenges with team members. There would be challenges with team members located into different geographical locations. There would be challenges with the way they are working as of today. There are always improvements and optimizations that we as Scrum Masters can execute, can suggest. We can definitely learn how the other organizations are working, and where we can take them in our joining in that organization. So uh, I am a little biased towards no learning opportunities. With the pay package, yes, like I said, financial constraints, my responsibilities, all those things considered, we have to take a decision based on that. So yeah, that's my response.